On this auspicious occasion of our press briefing today after the presidential election of 11th October 2023, and we are talking about the polity at this point. Today we are excited to inform you all that that journey that we embarked upon last year was successfully concluded on the 25th of March 2023 with the election of our principals as the president-elect, as the president of the federal and the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Their Excellencies, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON. Please put your hands together for joining us. On February 25th, 2023, millions of Nigerians of voting age trooped out to the polls to elect the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you know the person. Who is he? The president. Who is he? Bola. They had the options to choose between 18 candidates representing 18 political parties, with the obvious front runner being Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC, Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, Mr. Peter Obi, my own brother, of the Labour Party, and Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso of the NNPC. This election was adjudged to be one of the most competitive elections ever experienced in our nation, Nigeria, ever experienced in the recent electoral history. At the close of the presidential polls, a total of 8,794,726 voters from the broad spectrum of the country chose Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the man that we, the OPI, Omale Gwoku Progressive Initiative Igbo Kwenu, supported ab initio. The All Progressive Congress, as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he defeated Atiku Abubakar, who came second with more than 1.8 million votes, representing 1.8 million Nigerians. And also, of course, my brother Obi got his own votes. We are indeed pleased with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for quickly settling down to begin the task of governance and tackling the very critical issues confronting our dear country. From day one, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hit the ground running and is focused on laying the foundation and the structures necessary to deliver on his renewed hope agenda. Somebody say after me, renewed hope agenda.
Renewed hope agenda.
And that is hope for all, which he promised Nigerians during the electioneering process. However, as the weeks went by, it became obvious that many issues started coming out, which may constitute a huge distraction on the new administration to deliver a desired nation for all Nigerians, especially the PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar, whom appear to still be suffering from a severe post-election loss trauma and a near presidency syndrome. It can be painful, you know, but Asiwaju is there now, following his defeat at the polls on his fifth presidential contest. He suddenly realized that his dream of being president of this country, which seemed so close in 2023, was again mirage in 2023. And that takes me to an issue of concern. He contested when he had all the governors of PDP on his side. He did not win election. Then he contested when he lost a great man of our party right now, Wike himself, Nyesom Wike, who is a target fighter, and about 4 other PDP governors, and he did not win. He wasn't able to win when he had all of them. What's the national rationale behind his force to be the president, laying claim to the fact that he would have been the president of this country, that he would have won? At what calculation or strategy was he really looking at to win the election? You all Nigerians will agree with me that there's no way he would have won that election, because he lost the great man among him, Wike, and he also lost 4 strong governors. It's a minus to his desire. He did not win when he had them. Will he win when he lost them?
No.
Thank you. His past election, and again, that takes me to today. You know, I had already put up my speech, and suddenly I realized, and I watched my own brother that I respect so much, Peter Obi, who is also a presidential candidate for Labour Party. He came up on a rise this morning to say that our president, a man that is the #1 man of this country, should come out and explain his state. So by now, a man who served 8 years as a governor, you don't know his state, should tell us his background educationally. Is that right?
No.
What am I trying to say here? It's an insult to Nigeria as a nation for you to call out our president, who was massively supported and elected and confirmed and validated as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to come and stand before who? To say he's from this state, from this country, from this region, from the locality. Does he owe us that?
No.
What president owe us now is to take us to our destination of choice.
Yes.
So I'm disappointed in a man that I respect so much, my brother, who stood firm to run for the Igbos. It may not be turned now, but it could come in future. But whatever he does now is going to play out in future. So let us be cautioned, and let all Igbos not be misled by this press interview that our own brother Peter Obi granted their rights. Thank you. On this note, I once again call on my darling brothers and sisters, the Igbos from the eastern region, to please embrace peace and unity. Join us, the OPI Igbo Kwenu Kimegwu Mmiri, to ensure that we support this administration charged to drive us to our destination of choice, which is greatness, prosperity, abundant goodness, enormous job, security, abundance good, that which Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in Lagos when he was made the governor. He should make it in national. And what do we need to? Owing to the fact that it is obvious and too early, it's too early for us to start agitating as Igbos. We have a president. If you love this country, would you desire that we go back to election? Do you know what it costs the country to go through an election? Do we have a great man on board? The answer is what?
Yes.
Some people, when I called them out today to come out, they said to me that they were expecting that at the point they were appointing the ministers, you worked more than almost every lady mentioned. But Enugu State filled another person. But I told them, if you are to support a presidential candidate, do it from your heart, because you believe in his capacity to change the narrative. I love Nigeria, I love the Igbos, and I want us to get the best. And I know that the best is lying on this great man, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whom I call the Jagaban, whom I risked my life, and we risk our life, to go to 6 geopolitical zones, to go to 36 states plus FCT, not minding the beating, the hitting. But we stood firm. He has not forgotten. Some said none of OPI member has been appointed, even you who stood in risk. And I told them, did you do that ab initio because of that reason? Calm down, because the president can see, and he knows those who are for him, and he will do the needful. I use this time to speak to my father, my darling, my Jagaban, and our mother I love so much, Senator Remy, and the Vice President. I speak for the Igbos. Please share this word. We know we can't work in Zone A and receive salary in Zone B, but to ensure that we have a unified Nigeria, an indivisible Nigeria, and we have a unifier in you, the President, I call on you today to look towards the Southeast region. We'll work with you. We know you got the capacity, you got the competence, you got the capability to move this country to the destination of choice. And we're standing with you today to say we are supporting you. We have none. So nobody should say because she has been given appointment or they have been given appointment, that is why she keeps supporting. No. There's none like that. It means that we spend our money to support him because we know what he can do for Nigeria. What do you owe him? What is your own duty? Ensure that you put in your own capacity in the system. Support him. Disagree with any misleading interview or press conferences.